Greetings. I'm Thomas Hale, and this is the Daily Pivot. We are 6 days into what the Associated Press is now officially calling the Iran War. The supreme leader is dead, the Natanz nuclear facility is in ruins, and the Pentagon claims total dominance over Iranian airspace. But as the smoke clears over Tehran, a more dangerous cloud is forming. A power vacuum that no one, not even the White House, seems prepared to fill. Joining me are Kaylee Sterling and Reagan Knight.
Thomas, the time for hand-wringing is over. As reported by Fox News, Operation Epic Fury has achieved more in 144 hours than decades of failed diplomacy. We have decapitated a state sponsor of terror. Secretary Hegseth has confirmed that we have crippled their naval capabilities, sinking over 30 vessels. We aren't just winning, we are re-establishing the absolute credibility of American might in a region that forgot to fear us.
Might doesn't provide a plan for the morning after, Reagan. According to the BBC, we've left a nation of 85 million people in total chaos. ProPublica is already reporting that our reliance on insider dissidents to sabotage Natanz has triggered a paranoia within Iran that is leading to mass executions. We've killed the leadership, but AP reports that over 7,000 civilians have died in the crossfire. Is total dominance worth a humanitarian collapse that will haunt us for a century?
Let's look at the data points. Newsmax is reporting that oil has surged to $85 a barrel, and the Dow fell 800 points today. Reagan, President Trump told Reuters he wants to be involved in picking the next leader of Iran. Historically, every time we've tried to pick a winner in the Middle East, we've ended up in a generational quagmire.
It's different because this time, the people are already in the streets. CNN reports the CIA is already working with Kurdish forces. We aren't picking a leader, we are clearing the way for the rightful Iranian opposition. If we don't act, the Supreme Council will just appoint another tyrant. We have a moral obligation to ensure the next government isn't just a Khamenei light version of the same terrorist regime.
Clearing the way. Reagan? Even the Associated Press is noting massive cracks in the opposition. The exiled crown prince is already clashing with Kurdish dissidents. We are fueling a civil war before the old one is even over. Mother Jones highlights a terrifying nuance you're ignoring. The water crisis in Tehran. The infrastructure is collapsing. People aren't worried about picking a leader. They're worried about drinking water and the fact that we've bombed their only path to stability.
Stability? There is no stability with a nuclear-armed theocracy. MS Now is crying about the economic fallout, but what is the economic cost of a nuclear suitcase in a U.S. city? We are protecting the American taxpayer by ending the threat permanently. If gas goes up 10 cents to ensure my children don't live in a nuclear shadow, that is a price I am willing to pay.
It's not 10 cents, Reagan. The American conservative is reporting that this war is bleeding our domestic resources, while our own DHS is facing a funding lapse. We are dominating skies 10,000 miles away, while our own borders and infrastructure are unprotected. This isn't America first. This is empire first. And it's being built on the bodies of Iranian students who just wanted a chance at a real democracy, not a U.S.-installed puppet.
Let's pivot. We are arguing about who gets to hold the steering wheel of a car that is currently on fire. The friction here isn't just about war or peace. It is about the responsibility of power. Reagan mentions Kurdish dissidents. Kaylee mentions the water crisis. Both point to a singular truth. The Iranian people are now entirely alone in the ruins of a system we helped dismantle.
Thomas, I agree the human element is complex. But Newsmax reports that the UAE and other Gulf allies are frustrated with our lack of notice. If we don't show absolute resolve now, our allies will abandon us, and the vacuum will be filled by Russia or China. We aren't just fighting for Iran, we are fighting for the entire global order.
And that global order is currently being questioned at the UN. Secretary General Guterres says these strikes broke international law. If we want to lead, we have to obey the rules we created. We can't just kill a leader and pick a new one like it's a reality show. That is the root of the friction. We are acting like an occupier, not a liberator.
Rules? The Supreme Leader didn't follow rules when he was funding Hamas. You want to talk about legality while our service members are dying in Operation Epic Fury? That is an insult to the 3 Americans who gave their lives this week. We finish this now, or their sacrifice was meaningless.
Don't use their sacrifice to silence the truth, Reagan. The truth is that even the House Intelligence Committee is calling for an investigation into the intelligence failures that led us here. We were told they were 2 weeks from a bomb. We've heard that lie before. If we stay on this path, we aren't finishing anything. We're just starting a new war we can't afford to win.
And that is the pivot. Reagan is right that a threat has been removed. Kaylee is right that a chaos has been unleashed. But neither of those facts helps the mother in Tehran looking for bread, or the American family wondering why their son isn't coming home. In the theater of geopolitics, we often forget that the actors are human beings. We speak of total dominance and humanitarian collapse as if they are chess moves. But the research tells a different story. It tells of a thirsty capital city, a fractured opposition, and a world that is weary of fire. The solution to the Iran war isn't found in a bomb bay or a protest sign. It's found in the humility to admit that while we can destroy a regime in 6 days, building a neighborhood takes a generation. Perhaps the pivot we really need isn't toward a new leader, but toward a shared humanity that values a child's water over a nation's oil. I'm Thomas Hale. Subscribe and good night.